Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, I know I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a while. I've just uploaded some of my old Twitch streams um, after they go live. I guess not old, but like, yeah. YouTube, I've kind of taken a break from. I'll give a quick update as to what's going on with YouTube, and then I'll get into the main topic of the video. So, yeah, I'll try to get this done in about 30 seconds. Now, I'm kind of not. I'm not done with YouTube, but YouTube is definitely not a priority to me anymore right now. I'm enjoying Twitch a bit more now. One thing that really helped this channel was Walking Dead content, and that's what most people subscribed for, and that's totally fine. But Walking Dead is something I'm personally not interested in anymore, and the reason for that is there's a multitude of reasons. Just low effort being put into the franchise, the fandom just being, in my opinion, not fun to be around. I just lost interest in a lot of it. I'm like some updates on me. I'm in a much better mental state. I'm doing great right now. But as for other things like I will still do videos on certain things. Like my Evil Dead video did really well, and when the trailer for that comes out, I'll do a video on it, give my thoughts. No, I'm going to say this. I'm definitely going to give the new Evil Dead a chance. If it's woke, that sucks, but like, I hope it's not. There's like just because it has an all-female cast, it could turn out to be a fantastic movie. You know, it could be good. I owe Evil Dead the benefit of the doubt. It's a franchise I love, so I'm going to give them the chance. Um, but yeah, like I'll give it a chance for sure. Now, Walking Dead content. I'll say this right now. My opinions on the TV show haven't really changed. I still don't like it. I have fallen off now. In terms of the news that came out about The Walking Dead, we're getting a Michonne and Rick spin-off next year. That's another fucking spin-off. I'm interested in that. Michonne, Rick, like Michonne's one of my favorite characters. Rick is my favorite character, so that actually has me interested. Not this Negan Maggie fucking spin-off. I care about Negan. I don't give a fuck about Maggie, and the Daryl spin-off I don't give a fuck about either, because the only thing I was interested about was Carol, and she's not even going to be in it anymore. So a show about Daryl I couldn't give two shits about, especially because I just think his character is just boring and shit now, along with most of the show. Um, Now, Tales of the Walking Dead did start recently. I haven't even watched it. That's how uninterested I am in this franchise. Now, when Tales of the Walking Dead was first announced, I thought it had the potential to be the greatest Walking Dead spin-off, and then the trailer started coming out and they started showing things about it, and I ended up really just fucking disliking what they're doing. Now, here's the reason why I haven't watched it. Remember that video I did where I said AMC doesn't care about international viewers, something like that? Yeah. Remember how I said there's a Walking Dead show on everything? There's not like two shows on one platform. Now, I was hoping Tales of the Walking Dead would go to Amazon Prime like World Beyond did. I don't see why they wouldn't do that. Um, but no, out of all the fucking things they could have put Tales of the Walking Dead on, they put it on the same thing Fear the Walking Dead is on. Now, if you don't know, Fear the Walking Dead over in Ireland is on AMC Global. AMC Global is a channel that is tied to a specific TV uh, company, BT Television, and I have Sky. I don't use BT, and I'm not getting a whole nother fucking TV network to watch two shows, especially because I don't think Fear is going to last that much longer, and Tales of the Walking Dead probably won't last that long anyway. The trailer for it looked like shit. Not only that, Tales of the Walking Dead, I was excited for the potential of getting loose ends. I had this idea that The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, World Beyond, the movies, the Daryl Carroll spin off, the Negan Maggie spin-off, fuck the Rick Michonne spin-off, like basically everything AMC is currently doing, like they're doing what Marvel did basically. And anytime a new spin-off and stuff is announced, add that onto the pile of what they're doing. Because initially, when I had this idea, the Negan Maggie spin-off wasn't announced, the Michonne Rick spin-off was announced. I think this was right around the time Tales and Daryl and Carol was announced. However, I was thinking what AMC was going to do was they were going to have all the Walking Dead shows kind of converge in the movies, and then the second, like the first movie would basically be showing you what happened to Rick. The second movie would be all the groups and stuff coming together, and something they could have done is the third movie, like basically the second movie would be a big war, CRM versus Commonwealth, and Commonwealth would have like Rick's group, Morgan's group from Fear, some of the World Beyond characters would probably join it. It's just because you have Silas from World Beyond who's with the CRM, but like he seems to still be on the good side. You could have all these shows. The group Michonne found with King Bach, what the dog doing? Just have all of them. Now, what Tales and then like they could have just ended off that original story of The Walking Dead, basically kind of like the Infinity Saga from Marvel. Endgame wrapped up that story, and now what we're getting in the MCU is basically new characters along with wrapping up some of the stories of previous characters, or even just continuing on their stories. I don't know. I dipped out of the MCU. I don't really care about that anymore either. But with what I thought AMC was going to do is end Rick and all the original Walking Dead stuff with that third movie. The third movie would be basically the end game, and then you would have new spin-offs come out that tell different stories in different parts of America, different parts of the world. They don't have to tie back into Rick or Madison or Hope or Iris or Michonne, Daryl, like anyone from the original series. They can just be their own thing. They're in the same universe. You may even have a couple Easter eggs here and there, but they are for the most part just separated. This is like the new era, the new generation, the next generation of The Walking Dead, but it takes place from the beginning of the apocalypse. That way AMC can keep the franchise going. And in Tales of the Walking Dead, what they could have done with that was wrap up any loose ends from the Rick era of The Walking Dead, or basically stuff like show backstories to certain characters that never got backstories, show certain things that happened to characters that was maybe only mentioned but never shown on screen. They could have done stuff like that, and what the rest of Tales of the Walking Dead could have been is introducing new characters, and then AMC could gauge fan interest. So, like, let's say they brought in a new character in Tales of the Walking Dead, they get an episode to themselves, and the fans absolutely love this character. They think this character is fantastic. They find their story interesting. AMC didn't commission a full-on spin-off. Basically, Tales of the Walking Dead could have been backdoor pilots for future Walking Dead shows. What Tales of the Walking Dead seems to be right now is an excuse for AMC to have celebrity cameos. And I think that's just fucking lazy and boring. I love Terry Crews, but I feel like Terry Crews is too big an actor for The Walking Dead. It's like I don't know if I'd be able to take him seriously in the role, because I would constantly just be like, that's Terry Crews. And that's why I've always been against big name actors being in The Walking Dead. I remember a lot of people wanted The Rock as Mercer. I just thought that was a terrible idea, especially because I want Mercer to be black. He's black in the comics. I want him to be black in the show as well. And I love Mercer, and I think the actor they got for Mercer is one of the best parts of season 11. He does an absolutely fantastic job. But Tales of the Walking Dead is like AMC are like, we can't afford Terry Crews for a show, but we can afford him for an episode, and he's a big name actor, so a ton of people are going to check it out just for Terry Crews. It's basically it's promotion. Tales of the Walking Dead is basically promotion at this point, is what it feels like to me. The only episode we're really getting that delves into the backstory of a Walking Dead character is the Alpha episode, and we already got multiple fucking episodes on her. Multiple. Not even long ago, season 9 and 10 had fucking episodes about her. I kind of wanted T-Dog to get something. He's a character that always deserved more love than he got. Plus, you could have brought Glenn back for a T-Dog episode, considering Glenn and T-Dog were together at the beginning of the apocalypse, as Glenn even says in season 3 after T-Dog's death, that T-Dog saved his life thousands of times. You could have done something cool there, but I guess Stephen Yeun doesn't want to come back to The Walking Dead. I mean, he said as much, but if you pay him enough money, he probably would. I don't see why he wouldn't. Plus, if he's the main reason we're not getting a T-Dog episode, then I'm fucking pissed about that, because I want a T-Dog episode. I want a Lambert Kendall episode. I want to know what happened to Winnie, the little girl from Jocelyn's group. I don't think she died. I know a lot of fans immediately just said she died and that's it. I want to know what happened to Madison after the stadium fire. Maybe season 8 of Fear the Walking Dead is going to talk about it. I want to know. I want to see Abraham's journey to DC before we met him in The Walking Dead. There's so much I wanted to see, and Tales of the Walking Dead had so much promise for what it could have shown. I want to know what happened to Taka and Lee, the Native Americans from Fear the Walking Dead season 3. They could have shown what happened to them. They didn't. They could have shown what happened to Tobias. They could have shown what happened to Morales after he left the group in season 1, like his family's death, and how the fuck he ended up with Negan's group. I know some people wanted a governor backstory. I feel like the governor's backstory is so big that could be its own spin-off. I would like them to retcon Lily's death from the Walking Dead TV show, Tara's sister Lily. I feel like they should retcon that death and then have her get a spin-off as well. Basically, you have a governor limited series which basically talks about the governor's backstory, and it ends with Lily. And at the end of the spin-off, at the end of the limited series, it reveals that Lily actually survived the prison attack. And then you continue her story in future seasons, adapting the later books, Descend, Invasion, Search and Destroy, and Return to Woodbury. You could have adapted all that, which I thought would have been cool. We could have gotten an episode about Michonne and Andrea's 8 months together. Just what happened to the nursing home group from season 1, the Vatos. We could have seen so many things. Terminus, the group that attacked them. I've always felt, for a long time, I felt the group that attacked Terminus was Dave and Tony's group from The Walking Dead season 2. I always felt, as I said, I felt for a long time that was the group that attacked Terminus, because the way Randall describes Dave and Tony's group is kind of like what the people that attacked Terminus were doing. There was so much potential for stuff they could have done. So much potential, and they're spending it on celebrity cameos, and yeah, it's Tales of the Walking Dead is a big fucking disappointment, and I will watch it eventually. I'm going to watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray, so if you want to see a review on Tales of the Walking Dead, it's not going to happen for a long time. I'm going to wait a while. If it doesn't come out on Blu-ray, I'm probably going to have to just watch it another way. I don't know. Because World Beyond Season 2 hasn't come out on Blu-ray either, I don't think. And it did come out on American Blu-rays, so I don't know. I have Season 1 of World Beyond on Blu-ray. I actually have it right here. So yeah, I actually did like World Beyond. I didn't hate it as much as some people did. A lot of people thought it was woke. I didn't personally think it was woke. I think the Walking Dead TV show, the main TV show, is woke. Not World Beyond. I thought World Beyond was fine. A lot of people are like, gay character, Walking Dead World Beyond's woke. It's like, no, it's not. Stop. I mean, Walking Dead has gay characters. Who fucking cares, honestly? And Aaron is, one of the best characters in the franchise as well, so. But, yeah, with the Walking Dead franchise, I'm kind of done with it. Even other stuff in the franchise, look at the Clementine book. The first Clementine book came out. I haven't read it yet because I saw that fucking little story they did last year, and it pissed me off so much. I don't feel like reading a book about someone that is not Clementine. Those books are non-canon to me. As for the only things in this franchise I'm looking forward to, the Rick and Michonne spin-off has me interested. I'll admit that. The movie seems to still be happening. I'm interested in that. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, you bet your ass I'm interested in that. I know another Walking Dead game came out recently, some sort of like a Facebook Live thing. I don't know. I'm not really interested in that personally. It's a cool concept, I guess, but yeah, it's just when it comes to Fear the Walking Dead, I'm a bit interested in. Season 7 was kind of a disappointment to me. I still prefer Fear over the main Walking Dead show. At least Fear is a bit interesting. I'm curious to see what they're doing with Madison. Another thing I just don't like about the Walking Dead fandom is just like the second Madison came back, everyone was like, "This is not Madison. They ruined Madison's character." It's like, dude, it's been one fucking episode, and not only that, she isn't even herself for most of the episode because of what happened to her. We don't know what happened to her completely since the stadium fire. So maybe cool your brakes, relax, wait for season 8 to come out, see what Madison's story is about, and then if you still don't like it when that story's been told, like basically when we get her backstory, we know more about this group she's with. If once we get the answers to that and you still don't like what they did with her, fine. You gave it a chance, fine. But don't, fucking curse it out now, I guess. Um but yeah, the Walking Dead franchise to me right now is just one big disappointment with a few really good things in it, being Saints and Sinners. I will always love the Walking Dead comics. To me, the comics were nearly perfect. So they were, there was a couple moments here and there, but for the most part, the comics were absolutely brilliant. I love the beginning. I loved pretty much almost everything in the middle, and I love the ending of the comics. I feel like the Walking Dead TV show has ruined so many great things from the Walking Dead comics that there's no way they can get to that same point the comics did. The comics, again, like the TV show does not hurt my opinion on the comics at all. I still think the comics are fucking phenomenal. The TV show, however, has just become a really big pile of shit to me, which is unfortunate because you know me, like The Walking Dead at one point was like my passion. It was the only thing I talked about pretty much. And without passion, this channel would be fucking boring to watch. So down the line, I'll talk about other stuff. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a Hellfire Club shirt. Stranger Things, baby. I love Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. The new Halloween movie's coming out in October. I'll probably talk about that. Evil Dead, I already said I'll talk about that. Dead by Daylight, I'll talk about that. Another thing I'll talk about is my favorite show of all time. What is my favorite show of all time? Better Call Saul. Yeah, Better Call Saul recently ended, and my thoughts on the ending to that was I thought the ending was really fitting. I thought the ending was perfect, honestly. And Better Call Saul is actually, I might actually like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad, and I think Better Call Saul at this point is my favorite show. It's at least tied at first place with Breaking Bad. Both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are my favorite shows of all time. Number one spot for both of them. But I need to go back, rewatch Breaking Bad, rewatch Better Call Saul, rewatch El Camino. I want to just rewatch the whole franchise now that we kind of have like a complete picture of the story. Um, but yeah, and I'm looking forward to Stranger Things season 5 as well. That's pretty much all there is to say. Like, I'm really sorry that I lost my interest for The Walking Dead, but it's not a fun franchise to be a part of anymore. It's just that same fun I used to get from it is gone now, and yeah. Plus, I'm just not really in a mood for The Walking Dead. Like right now, I played Dead by Daylight. I love that game. I got into it early last year. Um, and I just have a blast with that. I'm much happier now. I'll still continue to post videos to YouTube, but I'll say this right now: this channel is going to be less active than it was. Like for a while there, I was posting quite regularly, I guess. Well, not for a while, but like it won't be as like irregular as it used to be. Like, remember when I went like months without posting anything? I don't think that's going to happen again. I might try to get a video out, maybe a couple of videos out every month. Um, which I'm going to probably put more time into. They won't just be videos of me standing here talking to the camera for X amount of minutes. Um, sorry about all the ums. But, and buts, that's another one. We will see more videos on this channel for sure. If you want to unsubscribe, that's fine. I'm kind of okay with some people unsubscribing now because there I go. Because a lot of my subscribers aren't really active, so at least if they unsubscribe, it's like, okay, I can at least gauge how interested my audience is in my content, because it's like I have about 300, like a little over 350 subscribers, and videos I make will get maybe 10 views and stuff. No, to be fair, they get a bit more than that, to be fair. But like a lot of people don't really watch. And I'm not trying to say like I'm done with YouTube because I get no fan engagement. That's not it at all. It's more so a lot of people came here for Walking Dead, and I'm not talking about Walking Dead because I'm not interested in it that much anymore. If Walking Dead came to Dead by Daylight and we got like a Walking Dead chapter and stuff, you bet your ass I'll do tons of videos on it. Maybe not tons, but I'll do videos on it for sure. I gotta stop the ums. This video is nearly fucking 25 minutes. Like, it's gone over 20 minutes. Jesus. There I go again. The channel will not be deactivated. The channel will still post. I'll still post the videos. You can tell I still haven't learned how to end a fucking video. I would say do a drinking game for every time I say or but you'd probably die of alcohol poisoning. So yeah, the channel will still be active. I'm going to post maybe a couple times a month, and that's pretty much it. Another show I got into Attack on Titan. That's another really great show. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Something I would really like from you guys is if you have anything you want to say about the channel, and what if there's any questions you have about the channel, like is that like completely it for Walking Dead content? Like, will I be talking about the last episodes when they come out? I will talk about the ending of The Walking Dead and my thoughts on it, but I don't think people should expect an ending from The Walking Dead because the show is not ending. There's a whole thing around why I think the show is ending right now, which I heard from Ronnie Hayes, Make Pat Presents. He brought up a very interesting point, and it seems like AMC are ending The Walking Dead not because they think it's Walking Dead's time to end, but because if they do go for 12 seasons, they would have to increase a lot of the actors' budget, and they would also have to pay more for the show if it makes it that far. So the reason we're getting all these spin-offs with the same characters and stuff, like why it feels like The Walking Dead isn't really ending, is because it's not. It's basically it's the same show, different name. It's just a way for AMC to not have to spend as much money. And plus, with multiple Walking Dead shows running, that's multiple time slots on TV, which means multiple commercials running, which means extra ad revenue. They can put less money into these shows because they won't have to pay for as many actors. That's why we're getting like 2 character spin-offs, basically. Daryl, Carol, Michonne, Rick, Maggie, and Negan, although Carol's not even going to be in that show anymore, the Daryl Carol one. So when it comes to what I think AMC is doing, I just think they're saving money, which they've always tried doing. I mean, like, most of the problems with The Walking Dead is because of AMC's greed. It goes back to Frank Darabont in season 2. Like, that's why I don't think AMC deserves this franchise. But yeah, if you have any questions about the future of the channel, my thoughts on certain Walking Dead things, don't be afraid to ask in the comments. I'll try to get back to you when I can, or I'll comment. I'll probably comment when I see the message. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. If you stuck by this long, I really appreciate everyone that came by, and if you want to unsubscribe, I completely understand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching this, and I'm glad so many people came to this channel because of Walking Dead content and even other content. It really means a lot to me. So that's pretty much all there is to say. So peace out and goodbye.